Hey, Julie. I'm just putting out that I'm live on Twitter. So if you guys have Twitter or Instagram, if you guys could do that, I would really greatly appreciate it. Hopefully, if you guys were here last night, we don't have the same issues today as I did last night. So, fingers crossed. But if you guys feel comfortable sharing on Twitter and YouTube, I would appreciate it. Or, well, if you can share on YouTube, I don't know. But Twitter, I meant to say Twitter and Instagram. Hey, everyone. Okay, give me a minute so I can share on the twatter. All right. All right. Let me tell these motherfuckers that I went live. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, my Lanta. Hold on. I gotta answer someone real quick about something. I promise I'm not ignoring you. I apologize. I have to answer people. Okay. That should be good for right now. So, if you guys were here last night, hopefully, I don't lose you again. Because that was freaking horrible. Today's drink is Dairy Queen. Because starting tomorrow, I have to go back on my hardcore diet that I was doing. My hair's a mess. Listen, you guys, I look a fucking mess. I don't care right now. I just don't give a shit. The fact that I'm able to come on camera right now and just be like, "Yep, that's me." It just shows how much I don't fucking care. I'm not trying to look for a man on the YouTube or nothing. So, okay. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, everybody, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you guys, too. I look great, girl. Get your vision checked. I look like a fucking mess. Honestly, I just, I'm unapologetically me. So, take it or love it. Or, wait, no. What is that? What did you say? Fuck. Love it or leave it. There we go. Love it or leave it. Actually, it's funny that my headline for my Twitter, it's you either love me or you hate me. There's no in between, and that's kind of how people are with me. Most people absolutely love me. People that are really fake don't like me because I won't put up with that. I'll call you out, and yeah, they don't tend to like me too much. But I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. I love that you don't give a fuck. Yeah, I just really don't. I really don't. I really fucking don't. Happy New Year. I've been cleaning out the closet today. No trash in 2021. I need to purge. I absolutely need to purge my not really my closet too much because I actually cleaned up my closet not too long ago. I need to purge my son's closet because Lord be with me. I need to purge. I've been purging my kitchen. I belong to this group in, oh, excuse moi. Oh, those burps are just coming right up. I belong to this group in Orlando, where I live, and it's on Facebook, and it's I know we love a good purge. It is, I'm not going to say the name of the group because I post in there a lot, but it's a group for people. There's two groups actually I belong in, and they're for people that are needing help, that are maybe looking for a household item, or I mean, hell, I've seen people in there from the Rona post to see if people had extra food. I mean, it's just people that are kind of, I guess, need a little bit of help or down on their luck. And you have people in there, when you sign up, you get like a badge by your name, and you're either someone who needs help or someone who can offer help. And what you do is, like, okay, for example, like, I think it was not last year, but like the year before, there was a woman in there, and she explained that she had just left an abusive situation with her kids, and she wasn't able to get a Christmas tree. So if anyone had like an extra like Christmas tree or ornaments, like, she had to leave everything behind. So I have like, I actually got rid of a lot of it. I gave it to my ex-husband because I don't want it anymore. I had so much Christmas stuff, it wasn't even funny. I had like 4 or 5 trees at the time. So I gave her a tree, I gave her a star, I gave her ornaments. I had just it was 2 days before Christmas, and she didn't have a tree, and I felt like really bad. I had a whole bunch of extra gifts at the time that you could use for like young boys, like little Lego sets and stuff like that. And I went out and I bought a few like little, like, little tykes, kind of like trucks, because she had 3 little kids, 3 little boys. And I gave her that stuff, and then I gave her all these like different cookie mixes that I had just got, and I gave her those, and she was like in tears when she picked it up from my house. So I try to be as nice as I possibly can. All my kitchen stuff that I had, like all these like extra pots and pans and all that kind of stuff, I was gonna give it to my ex-husband, but he really has been pissing me the fuck off. Like, he's been an asshole lately, so I'm like, not gonna help you. I mean, he doesn't really need help. He has his own stuff, but I was just gonna give it to him. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna be nice to you right now. So I'm just being honest. Like, he's not nice to me. So I posted it in that group. If I have all this stuff, I have a huge box of it. You're more than welcome to come take what you need. And I just kind of put it towards the end of my driveway, and I was like, listen, it's here, so first come, first serve, whoever needs it. And a lady said that she would love it for her son. He had to move, had to leave. I guess he was like renting a room somewhere, but he had to move, and then he didn't have anything. So I was like, okay. So I guess she wasn't, she said that she wasn't able to like buy it for him right now and stuff like that. So yeah. So I mean, I try not to throw things away, is my point, when I purge. So I try to at least, I hate to say like one man's trash is another man's treasure, because it wasn't trash. It was very good. I mean, it was like very expensive, like stainless steel cookware. I don't like stainless steel cookware. I like, not like Teflon, because it's really bad for you, but like the copper kind of stuff, like the non-stick. I had a whole bunch of like Pyrex and stuff, that, because I had like all these like different sizes and stuff, and it's just me and my son, and I don't cook like that like I used to. Like, I had a family. I used to have a family of 5, and now it's just me and my son. So I don't cook as much as I used to. So I don't really use it. So I figured if I'm not going to use it, I would like for it to have a good, happy home somewhere else. There's no sense in throwing good things away. I do the same. I always give away any clothes, kitchen stuff, household stuff. Anyone can use it. Throwing away is last resort. Someone might always be able to use it. Well, here too in Orlando, and it's close to around where I live, there is this a place called the Russell Home. And what it is a place, so please don't come for me the way I explain this. So I'm just going to explain it the best I can. I believe they are considered a home for atypical children, is what they call it. So a lot of it is babies and kids and even young adults that have been either abandoned or left in the foster care system, and they could have a physical issue. I think that there's some kids in there with spine issues I've seen. They could have Down syndrome. They could have severe autism. They just say it's a home for atypical children. So I guess atypical children kind of is like a broad spectrum. I'm not really sure about that kind of stuff. So don't come for me. I'm just trying to explain it the best I can. So they have a thrift store that's a little bit for a few blocks away, and people donate to the thrift store, and then the thrift store sells the stuff, and all that money goes to the Russell home. And the Russell home is pretty big. They really survive on donations and kindness from their thrift store and then local businesses and stuff like that. So I always have donated to Russell home. Anytime I wanted to get rid of anything and didn't want it or didn't need it, I used to always donate to there. They have so many donations now that they had to get a huge not a warehouse, but two huge storage units behind their building. So they're asking to stop donations right now, which is actually a good thing. But yeah, I mean, there's no sense in throwing things away. I just hate to be wasteful. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth by any means. I grew up very humbly. I grew up with a single mom who had 2 to 3 jobs because my father was a piece of shit. And I come from very humble beginnings, so I don't like wastefulness. I don't like stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm not judging other people that do it, but just for me personally, I can't bring myself to be like that. So, anyway, well, I just wanted to come on and say hello to everybody. And I know that you guys were all asking me questions last night. And then I got kicked offline for the 3rd time. I kept trying to come back, and it was not fucking working for me at all. So, if you guys have any questions, if you can feel free to ask me questions. The only question, if you want to ask me about abilities and stuff like that, or just random shit about me or whoever, I'm cool with that. But if it's questions oh, do you see this for me, or can you tell me this, or whatever, then I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. Then you need to get a reading. Because I love answering those kind of questions. It's just those are reading type questions. So if you want a reading, then you're more than welcome to send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. And I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Okay, I have recently been binge watching your videos. Thank you. Question: are you constantly being bombarded by spirits when you're shopping or out doing chores? Yes and no. And I kind of answered this a little bit last night. Sometimes I'm so concentrated on what I'm trying to do that I don't I'm able to push out other people. But then on the other hand, I don't really ever close myself off. So I do get bombarded. Okay. Not really bombarded as much. I hear things a lot. So what it kind of sounds like to me is, oh my God, the soda's getting to me. What it kind of sounds like to me is picture yourself being in a restaurant or a loud arena, and you can hear all these conversations going around you, but they're a little bit further out. My conversations around me tend to be here. So, but it really depends. If I'm with people or I'm with my son or something like that, my focus isn't on the outside noises. So I'm able to kind of close it off and not hear, tune it out. Tune it out. That's a good word. I can tune it out a lot better. And that's something that you have to learn how to do. But when I'm like with my son, especially when like as a mom, you're gonna watch your kid like a hawk, you know. But when I'm with people or with my son, and you're concentrating on them, you're having conversations with them, you're thinking about what am I going to get, and stuff like that. So or you're browsing or whatever. So it's not as hard. So I don't feel, I guess, bombarded. Um, but I'm very much aware that there is stuff going on around me. Yes. That was like the longest fucking answer to a short question. um, let's see. Oh my god, guys, listen. I'm not a dirty bitch at all, but I keep like burping, and I feel like I'm scuzzy as shit doing that in front of you guys. We all burp. I'm sorry. It's the root beer. The root beer is getting to me. Okay. I'm so glad I found you through Nick and Dustin. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm way better than them. I just think I'm more fun, but they know I love them. That is one good thing that came from this COVID stuff. People were stuck at home and did a lot of cleaning and donating. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know a lot of people like purged. I think it kind of like forced them to. They just felt so encumbered by their things. I'm not a minimalistic person by any means, but after my husband and I separated, and this sounds kind of petty, but I'm just gonna really keep it real. I literally went through my whole entire kitchen first. I didn't want to use any utensils, plates, cups, nothing barely that he even touched, because it's like just the thought of him just made me like just like sick to my stomach. So I just didn't want it around me. I've tried to single-handedly purge anything in my house. I've done a pretty good job by now. Anything that I either shared with him or had with him or whatever, I didn't fucking want it. I didn't even want it in my house. So, and all I would do is I would bag it up. I'd box it up, because like I would see posts all the time, like in the groups that I'm in for like where I live in my community. They're like, "Oh, I have moving boxes. I have moving boxes." I'm like, "Okay, I'll come get them." So I packed up my SUV with those moving boxes, and all his crap, his kids stuff that he like left, things of his that he left, I would literally like box it up, throw it in boxes, and I would just send it over to him and say, "Here, it's at the end of the driveway. Come pick it up," because I just didn't want it. So I've single-handedly like purged almost everything that I shared with him for the most part. How much are your readings? I will be 100% honest with my readings. I do not try to hide it whatsoever. For right now, I've had a couple people tell me that it's really expensive. I've had a lot of people tell me that it's not really expensive at all. You have to keep in mind that you are getting a psychic medium, and you are getting someone that can see a lot of different types of things. So with that being said, and I try to be very fair and fair to you guys and fair to me. I sell 30 minutes and 45 minutes. For 30 minutes, it is $50, and for 45 minutes, it is $75. You can ask for more time. I won't do less time, because I want to make sure I have enough time to talk to you about what I see for you and answer the questions that you do have. If you are interested in a reading, you can always send me a DM on either Twitter or Instagram. My stuff's open. Feel free to message me on there. Just let me know you're interested in a reading. My readings right now are about a week to a week and a half booked out, and I do multiple a day. The only days I'm taking off is today and tomorrow. But yeah, so if you want a reading, let me know, and I will be more than happy to help you. Honestly, you say it nicer than aunt, so I'm not sure what you're saying that I'm saying nicer than aunt, but thank you, I guess. Aunt is like the nicest freaking person. I fucking love him. I love that bitch. Hola, Vanessa. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, y tú. That's about all I know. Well, no, I know a lot more than that, but, and then the bad words. I lost you. Hold on. Question. Are you able to give the spirits closure sometimes by passing along messages? If you're saying messages from the living to the spirits, yes. Do I keep a journal? No. The only journal I have is, it's not really a journal, but it's my appointment book that I have like all my appointments and stuff for readings written down in. But that's about it. Hi friends. Hello, Pat. Yay, caught the live and it's working, right? Thank you. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Hello, Marlene. Okay. Pat. Dev says hi. It's a little cheaper than the mediums around me. Well, I mean, I am newer, even though I'm not really newer, but I'm newer to giving public readings. Super reasonable. Thank you. I mean, I try to be. Julie said that is fair. See, like, I have a hard time sometimes. Like, I don't want to take advantage of people at all, but I also don't want to be taken advantage of. So I tried to find like a really happy medium, no pun intended, for payment. What do spirits look like? Do they look like they looked here? Yes and no. They can kind of portray themselves, and I tell this to people all the time. If you've gotten a reading from me, or if you get one from me, you will hear me tell you more than likely. They can portray themselves however they want to portray themselves. Like, in the afterlife, bitch, I'm going to be snatched. I'm going to be fucking snatched. I'm going to have I got big titties anyway, but I'm going to have big old titties, and I'm going to have a tiny little waist. I'm going to have a booty. I'm not going to have a stretch mark in sight. No pimple. I'm going to have thick, luscious hair. But anyway, back to what you were saying. Sorry. They can really portray themselves however they want to. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to not scroll past anyone's questions. I'm interested, but don't know if it's too soon. I don't know what you mean by too soon. I've had people, unless I've already given you a reading. And if I have, I'm so sorry. I've been doing so many readings. I have a hard time keeping everyone in track, unless if I've done a reading for you and I go to do one again, remind me like what we had talked about, and I'll be like, oh, okay. But a lot of I've had people ask me like towards the end of readings, when they can book another one, and I'm just, if you want another one, or if you have more questions, or you're asking me about, like, let's say for example, something that you're going through and things change or whatever, and you want another reading for it, you can always get another reading for it. There's no like, oh, you have to wait 30 days. Like, if you want another one, then just tell me you want another one. I'm more than happy to help anyone any way I can. Okay, I sent a demon on Twitter. Okay. What is your Twitter? Oh, my Twitter is the same as my YouTube and everything. It's me, Vanessa Duh. They're all the same. DM, not demon. Okay. I was gonna say, you sent me a demon. Okay. We could play. I am totally considering it. Pat, I'm here. If you need me, want me, I am here for you. That is reasonable to me. You should, Pat. Thank you. I booked a reading with you, but now I'm wondering if it's going to be a problem that my dead family members don't speak English. No, actually, I had someone the other day that they spoke Spanish, and in those kind of cases, if they're communicating with me, I see more imagery and I pick up feelings than words. So and honestly really depends on them more than it depends on me. Michelle said she can't wait for her reading. I can't wait either, Michelle. Okay. How do you get clients? Do I have a website? I guess the only way really I've gotten, clients. I don't like to call you guys clients because I don't really see you guys like that. Like, I just try to be everybody's best friend. I try to be nice to everybody. I need to coin that slogan, like, because everyone tells me that, like, I'm like everybody's best friend. So I feel like I should coin that slogan. Like, hey, I'm Vanessa, everybody's best friend. Because I can pretty much get along with everybody. As long as you're cool, I'm fucking cool. Well, I mean, I'm always cool. Even if you're not cool, I'm always fucking cool. But do I have a website? No. I just have people DM me. It's me, Vanessa Duh, on Instagram and Twitter. Same thing. Hell, you can email me with that at Gmail if you have to. Sean Heather G says hi. Hello, Sean Heather G. Someone asked about payment. Is it still PayPal, right? Yes, it is still PayPal. I have been asking people that send me a DM and want a reading and want to purchase a reading that if you pay me through PayPal, if you could please do it through friends and family. Okay. It is a new PayPal account, but I've had PayPal for years. I had a PayPal that I shared with my soon-to-be ex-husband. So I literally just made that PayPal account. So there's like all these holds on it and stuff like that. So it's been a pain. What happens if the person someone wants to come through doesn't during a reading? I mean, that always can happen. I can't really. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like, okay, I'm at their mercy sometimes because if they don't want to talk to me, they don't have to. If they don't want to show up, they don't have to. But just because, and I try to explain this to people, it doesn't really happen too much. But just because they're not coming through you right at that exact moment doesn't mean that they're not around you. Doesn't mean they don't notice you. Doesn't mean they don't acknowledge you or claim you. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means that they're just not there right now. They could be with someone else. They could be swimming. They could be chilling. You know, they're just not there right that second. Same, I'm gonna be a hot bitch when I die, right? Okay. Oh, Pat, I'm sorry that you lost someone in September. I'm sorry to hear that. Totally reasonable price. My cousin just paid $200 for an hour here in Arizona. Ooh. Ouch. I did an hour for someone because it was someone with their siblings, and we were all talking on Skype together, and I did an hour for them, and I only charged $100 for the hour, so that's double of my half an hour rate. It's not like I tried to, there's tons of extra people, it's going to be all this money. No, I didn't do that. The only thing that I asked them to do was to book longer, since it was 3 different people. I mean, I can't have 3 people hammering me with questions for 30 minutes. I'm not going to be able to give you a good reading at all in that time frame for 3 people. So, which I thought was reasonable and fair, and they thought it was more than reasonable and fair. So, okay, that's all. I just don't know what an appropriate amount of time after passing is. Honestly, it really depends on the spirit, and there's no way to really tell, but I don't really think you have to wait like that. Jenny says, hey girl, what's up? I'd love to chat with you about a future reading. If you would like a reading from me, send me a DM on either Twitter. I'm not trying to flick y'all off, sorry. Just scratching my eye. Send me a DM on either Twitter or Instagram. It's me, Vanessa Duh, same as my YouTube, same name. I saw your Why Can't I Sleep video and experience this all the time. Did you find a reason for those types of occurrences? No, and they still happen. They still happen to me. If you haven't watched that video, it's actually a really cool video because it's actually something that scares the shit out of me still, because I feel like I'm not going to wake back up when it happens. Like, I don't want to give the video away because, like, I hate ruining things for people, but, like, how I'm getting pulled, I feel like I'm never going to be able to swim back up to the surface. Like, it scares me sometimes. What do I think about the Long Island Medium? My mom is obsessed with her. I don't watch the show. I've never watched the show. But even with that being said, even though I haven't watched the show, I cannot and will not talk bad about anybody and their craft or lack of craft or anything like that. I don't know anything about her to be able to tell you whether she's legit or not. But even if I had an opinion, it's not my place to claim who is and who is not. I can only speak for myself. I can only prove things for myself. I can only be authentic for myself. So please don't take it in a bad way. It is not my place or anything like that for me to judge anyone else or what they do or not. I think when you have someone that is gifted, most people have a natural skepticism about them, which is perfectly fine. But I think it's up to each individual to prove their worth and, well, maybe not necessarily prove their worth, but like, make a name for themselves. And she's obviously made a name for herself. But I'm not going to speak on her, but even if I knew more about her, I wouldn't, but I don't watch her. I would hope that she's real because she's being televised. So, I would hope that she's real. I would assume that she's real if she's been around for that long. So that's kind of my answer on that. The background noise you described sounds like anime and Ghost. I don't know what that is. Oh, Ghost the movie. Oh, okay. Sounds like a fully on point portrayal that she gave us. Okay, the last time I watched Ghost, I was probably like 10. So I don't remember at all. I remember the movie, like, I remember Patrick Swayze. I remember Whoopi Goldberg. I know there's something with the clay. But other than that, I don't know any details of the movie, but I guess if that's accurate, that's accurate. Vanessa, didn't forget. I'm going to send cash. Okay, yeah, no problem. Whenever you're ready. I love the idea of you doing something with Dustin about crime stuff. I know. We need to do true crime stuff because that's something that he loves. True crime. I love crime. He loves crime, and I think it would be so cool. And I don't pick this up every single time, but I think it would be really cool because sometimes I'll see things and I'll pick it up and I'll be like, no, that's not how it happened, and I'm able to see things in a different way because of what I see. So not with my eyes, but like with my head and all that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be really cool. It'd be like a really cool spin on doing true crime, but with a twist, I guess. That's it. We need a channel name. You guys like start tagging both me and Dustin on Twitter and give us suggestions for a true crime channel name. That would be very helpful. But tag me and tag Dustin. Let's bombard him too. I love Dustin. Okay. Yes, I want to know about Long Island Medium too. I hope that you just heard my explanation, but that's about all I'm going to say about her. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Sorry, my phone is like blowing up next to me. How much is a reading? If you want a reading, again, please send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. It's me, Vanessa Duh, is my name. It's $50 for a half an hour and $75 for 45 minutes. Thank you, Lynn. Happy New Year to you, too. Kelly answered you. It is $50 for half an hour. Thank you, Kelly. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to scroll through everyone's questions. Oh, no, just got the notification. It looks like you've been on for a little bit. No, not too long, like 35 minutes now. Are you feeling okay? I just joined. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. I look like shit, but I feel okay. I just look like shit, Sarah. I just look like shit. That's why. I definitely plan on contacting you. I led a double life until my mom passed away 6 years ago. She was very critical of gay people. Oh, I'm so sorry. That really sucks. We never had that conversation. I'm curious as her feelings now. We could try to explore that. Yeah, we can explore that. I'm already hearing stuff. Just remind me. Happy New Year's. Hope everyone is having a good day, staying safe. Thank you, you too. You need to do you, boo. Probably off of something that I said earlier, but hello, Bruce. Do you have an email for those of us who don't have? Yes, I absolutely do. Thank you for asking. My email, it's going to be a shocker to you, but it's mevanessaduh@gmail.com. Yeah, you can email me, tweet me, DM me, or DM me on Twitter or Instagram, but you can also feel free to email me. If something paranormal happened in the past, are you able to tap into that? Sometimes, yes. paranormal events that have happened to like you, and can I pick it up or see it? Absolutely, a lot of times I can. Carol said Happy New Year's to everybody. John said hello to Bruce. Fuck me, John, right? Just hi to Bruce. Would you give a reading knowing they are skeptic about your gifts? Yeah, I mean, I would. I don't have anything to hide, and honestly, I'm very forthcoming. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm very forthcoming if I'm not getting a lot for somebody. But a lot of times, though, too, if your energy is really bad, and I've had this happen before with people, if their energy is really bad and they're like, I don't believe you, blah, blah, if they're negative towards me, it just kind of puts me in like a space where I feel a little bit defensive and I'm not open to getting things for you. So I don't mind that, but you have to keep that in mind though too. It's like if you put a wall up, it can be difficult for me to penetrate that wall. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of both, yes and no. What do you consider unethical with regards to readings? The only thing so far that I really don't like to do is I will answer very, very, very light medical questions if I feel something pop up for it. But other than that, if you ask me like medical, like serious medical questions and stuff like that, like am I going to get cancer, or I'm just using that as an example, but you know, is my results going to come back negative? I don't want to answer questions like that. I don't want to be liable for anything, one, but I'm not going to play with your life like that. I'm not. It's that kind of stuff is not. That's not for me to answer. I wouldn't really want to answer anything like that. I have had people ask me like light medical questions before, which I'm okay with as long as they're like super like light and I'm actually getting something on it. But if I'm not, then I'm not going to touch that kind of stuff. Happy New Year's, beautiful lady. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry. Every time I scroll, it like jumps. Okay. Bruce Dev says hello as well. Bruce is very popular right now, apparently. Carol says she can't wait. Sarah says that's cool. Kelly says, I would love you all to cover the Lori Vallow Daybell case. I don't know anything about that, but tweet that to me and Dustin to remind us. Jenny says that she did. Do you get readings? What do you mean? Do I do readings? Yes. Again, if you want a reading for me, you can DM me or email me. I'm going to add that in there. It's me, Vanessa Duh is my handle on everything. So it's me, Vanessa Duh on Twitter. It's me, Vanessa Duh on Instagram. And it's me, Vanessa Duh at gmail.com. I have one, Partners in Crime. That's funny. Do you think Casey Anthony's husband killed her? Casey Anthony's husband killed her. Casey Anthony was the... I kind of want to make a video about Casey Anthony, but then I don't because it involves children. And as a mom, I kind of like don't. But the Casey Anthony case is a little bit more personal to me because, I mean, at the time I lived like 5 minutes from that woman. And I have some views upon that. But do I think Casey Anthony wasn't married? So I don't, and she's not passed. If we're talking about the same Casey Anthony, the Florida woman whose daughter passed away, then she wasn't married and she's not passed. So please specify. Any thoughts on cult mom? I don't know who that person is. I really want to know now. Why no murder charges? I don't know who she is, but now I need to figure it out. I am slacking on my true crime. I will left hand to Jesus tell you. I am slacking on my true crime. Morning, I'm new. I'm from Ant Stream. Well, hello. Mind's Eye Crime. That'd be kind of cool. I need you guys to tweet these to me and Dustin, because you telling me here, I will forget in 2 minutes. And it's not because I don't care. It's just, my short-term memory is complete shit. I'm being honest. Okay. You don't look bad. You look like a normal human being people acting like they always have their hair and makeup on. Oh, yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. No, I'm not like that at all. Happy New Year. Can't wait for my reading. And you don't look bad. You look comfortable. I'm very comfortable. No bra. No makeup. I got my hair up. So nothing fancy going on here. Oh, what really happened to JonBenet Ramsey? Any thoughts? I do have thoughts on JonBenet Ramsey. Okay. Oh, hey Rose, what's up, girl? Sarah says, yeah, if you already have a wall up, it won't be helpful to answer Vanessa's questions. It makes it more it doesn't make it more difficult. Was Sylvia Brown legit? I'm not gonna talk about another person, whether I think that they are or not. It's not my place to say whether I think that they are or not. So out of respect for other people, I would hate to have people discredit me, because I know what I have. So I don't think it's my place at all to try to discredit or credit anybody else. The spirits would show her things that don't make sense to her, but might make sense to you. Yes, it's very true. A lot of times, like when I do readings for people, when I tell you something and it resonates with you, it helps me if you say, oh, okay, yes, because blah, 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 blah. Because if you don't, sometimes that spirit gets stuck on that and they keep hammering it in. And I'm like, okay. I'm trying to tell them, So in order for me to be able to move past something, I need it to be validated sometimes. So, and it really helps. My stomach hits a notch just thinking about getting a reading. I can't wait. Well, I'm so glad that you're excited, Carol. I heard I was hard to read because I block, so I just stopped doing readings. I don't know how to stop that. I mean, certain people can kind of have like a little bit of a block. But most of the time for me, people that have blocks aren't people that are strangers to me. They're people that I'm very close with. And I think I just know so much about them, or I'm so used to being around them, that I can't really get stuff from them. Let's see. Back to the movie Ghost. You just gave me the nicest reality check of, damn it, man, I'm really that old. Listen, I'm 32 years old. I'm not no spring chicken. I might look very young, but I'm not young. Aw, Sarah said I'm super cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try. Even though you don't answer those types of medical questions, do you actually know the answers? Sometimes I can. I pick things up. I can't help what I hear, but I don't feel comfortable relaying those types of answers sometimes, because that's way out of my jurisdiction. That's way out of my wheelhouse. It's way out of my comfort zone. And that's not something that I think that I should have the liberty of even knowing or being able to answer personally. I try to be as ethical as I can. I try to be as honest as I can. I try to be as forthcoming as I possibly can. I really try to be a good person about what I'm doing. And I hope that that is portrayed to people that way. And it's not like I don't want you to know things. It's not like I don't want to tell you. It's just, and it's not like it's hard. I need people to understand that it's hard for me to be able to make a choice ethically, but I want to be truthful and answer everything for you. But certain things I don't want to be held liable for, and I'm not going to play with your life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy being in my position a lot of times and having to make those types of decisions. How much is the, I guess, minimum, I think you're saying, for a reading with my 20-year-old daughter and I? Marlene, if you want to do a reading for you and your daughter, I sell readings in either 30 minutes or 45 minutes. More than likely, I could probably do a reading for you and your daughter in 30 minutes. If it's more than one person, I would suggest you at least do 45 minutes, only because, like, you guys are each going to have questions. And I want to be able to answer everything that I possibly can and give the best explanation that I can. But I have time for 2 people. So it would probably be best if you could afford to do the 45 minutes. I would suggest to do that. If you can only afford to do the 30 minutes, I understand. I'm not a rich person at all. I'm a broke single mom. So, if you can only afford to do the 30 minutes, go ahead and do that. But if you, like I said, it would probably be best if there's more than one person to do 45 minutes. If you want to send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, or send me an email, my name on everything is It's Me, Vanessa Duh. Sorry, I got hiccups. Just the same as it is here on YouTube. So yeah. Let's see. How is Partners in Crime as a potential crime podcast name? That would be cool. I'm going to write that down. Partners in Crime. I would love to do a podcast because listen, I can say a lot of crazy shit sometimes, and it's hard for me to censor myself on YouTube and stuff. So a podcast for me would be great because I say some doozies sometimes. Let's see. I really appreciated talking to you because you and I are in a similar spot, and it really helps get all this crap off my chest and just vent. I understand completely, Sarah. I get you, girl. I remember. Trust me, I remember you. Sorry if you already answered this, but how are the readings done? Where are they done? Do we have to be on video? I do the readings via Skype or Discord. If you want to be on video, you're perfectly welcome to. I prefer not to. I would actually prefer you not to be, because it's just easy for me. It's easier for me to concentrate on what I'm getting instead of like looking at somebody, which sounds kind of dumb, but it's just easier for me to concentrate. But if you want to be on video, that's perfectly fine. Sorry if you already answered this, but I'm reading the same question twice. Okay, if I saw Casey Anthony, I'd slap the shit out. Or sorry, you said crap, but yeah, I'd slap the shit out of her. Hello, Marilyn. Nicholas said, "Shut up." Fuck you, Nick, bitch. I love you though. Southern Pixie said the brother did it with John Benet Ramsey. He's gonna be quiet. I cannot confirm or deny what I think. Allegedly for entertainment purposes. I cannot confirm or deny. I would have to agree with you. Everyone's saying hi to Nick. Fuck Nick. A fucking bitch. When you get messages from spirits, do you know if they're saying the objective truth, or are spirit based? I can only go off of what they do tell me. So if they're being a liar, pants on fire, I can't tell you definitively or not. Because I don't know the dynamics between you guys. You know what I mean? I have so many questions, but can't think of just one. I mean, I can answer pretty much all your questions in a reading if you want one. I'm very excited about a reading too. I can tell that you really have a great ability with contacting spirit. Thank you. I appreciate that, John. Has a bad or evil spirit ever tricked you during a reading, like came through or pretended to be someone else? No, I've never had that happen. Have I had encounters with dark entities? Absolutely. But not during readings. Okay, well, let me go back. I have done readings for people where I've seen dark attachments on them, and I've explained them like to a T what they look like and what they were doing. And I had this girl in tears the other day, and I felt really bad because like I could see everything that it was doing, and she never, you can't explain to somebody like this is what I'm going through and have them see it, but I could see it. So, hold on. Do you ever feel overwhelmed with a message that you seek out to tell the person without them being in a reading, like in passing or just encountering them. There has been sometimes where like I'll encounter strangers or I'll see them and then I'll just like get stuff. It's kind of like it gets downloaded into me like that, and I'll see it as like a memory, or I'll just like literally like download it into my brain and I'll know everything. I do see strangers like that sometimes. The only thing I've ever done, because I won't tell strangers things, and I said this either in my video with Dustin or oh, sorry, guy. Fix my legs. I either said this in my video with Dustin or the video on his channel or mine, I don't remember, but I will not approach a stranger really about things because I don't know how they're going to take it, and some people are open to this kind of stuff and some people aren't, and that's perfectly fine whether you are or are not. I respect your wishes. But the only thing I ever did was one time, this was like a few years ago, I just happened to be in Target, and I felt like, everywhere, I felt like I could really feel this guy's emotions, and I'm not empathic whatsoever, but I could just feel the weight of them, and I really, really, really felt like he was contemplating committing suicide. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I was kind of like taken off guard about it because, ow, neck kind of hurts. I didn't know how to take it myself. And I was in the aisle and I just kind of like looked at him and I was like, hey, are you okay? And he just kind of like looked at me and I was like, I'm going to do something, just kind of like roll with it, okay? And he just kind of looked at me. He's like, okay. And I just kind of gave him a hug. And I was like, I don't know what you're going through, but I could feel it. And, you know, I don't want you to do anything you're going to regret. And he just started crying. And I just talked to him for a while, like standing there. I was literally in the men's soap aisle when this happened at a Target. Okay. What is the difference between tarot readings and the readings you do? I'm feeling lost and conflicted and stuck at making decisions. What would you recommend for a reading? Okay, so what I know tarot is more like seeing things and predicting things and stuff like that, which I can do as well. I just don't need cards to do it. And it's okay if people do use cards. I just pick up things organically. I know that a lot of psychics and stuff do pick up things organically. I think the cards just kind of help or enhance that. But I mean, honestly, I can do both. If you feel conflicted or want answers about things and stuff, I could definitely help you with that. If you want to send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, Sabina. My name is It's Me Vanessa Duh. Send me a DM and we can do a reading for you. Well, a podcast that you film for YouTube would be really cool. Not everyone watches YouTube and not everyone listens to podcasts. You are very correct. I would probably have to censor the shit out of it though, so that would kind of suck. Do you think your life can be saved by someone we cannot explain? Do you think your life can be saved by something we cannot explain? I think if you're talking about like miracles or divine intervention or angels, sorry, possibly. I cannot give you a definitive answer on that. I wouldn't be surprised. Luna, hey, how are you? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. How far out are you scheduling right now? About like a week to a week and a half. I have a lot of people messaging me every day. I try to do multiple readings a day. I haven't really taken days off. The only days off I've taken was I took off a day from my son's birthday, and then I'm taking off today and tomorrow for the New Year's. But other than that, like I haven't really taken days off. I do have to take a little bit of time off on one day because my son has a doctor's appointment. But other than that, I'm trying to really get a lot of readings done and accommodate everyone the best that I can. But if you want a reading again, just send me a DM on Twitter and Instagram or Gmail. It's me, Vanessa Does, the name for everything. Okay. Hey, Jillian. Hi, Anna. Do you foresee the shitstorm of 2020? Or did I? When it started to happen, I just felt like shit was going to hit the fan really bad. I wasn't surprised. That must be very disturbing if an evil person comes through during a reading. I'm kind of used to it. I hate to say it like that, but I am kind of used to it. Do you do readings for people who have passed loved ones commit suicide? Some mediums won't at all. Yes and no. I'm more than willing to try. But when people commit suicide, I feel like they have to go through a remedial kind of process. And that's very hard to explain. But think of it as like rehab for the afterlife, I guess. But I mean, I don't see that as being a problem. Crap. I lost my thing again. Hold on. Stupid question. Do readings have to be audio, or is it possible to do it through textile? That's not a stupid question. If I did a reading through text, I would have to type so much. It would take the whole entire time for me to type. It needs to be done through at least through audio, yes. How do people act when they have bad spirits attached to them? Influence can happen in many different ways. My family always have the worst luck and fall time every year, but have really good luck in the winter, especially December. I noticed the last 2 years my grandma passed away 2 weeks before Christmas. Okay. I don't know anything about that. I mean, that could be pure coincidental. Everyone, please thumb up the live. Hell yeah, Katie. Thank you. Yes, please. Do you think spirits have more influence on us at the time of their death every year? They can be strong or weak no matter what time it is. Did you and your family have a good Christmas mess? I had a wonderful Christmas. Thank you, Sarah. Hello, Raphael. Carol, it says, how do we pay? Carol, if you, I take payment via PayPal, but before you pay me anything, please send me a DM on either Twitter or Instagram, or send me an email. And my name on everything is It's Me Vanessa Duh. My email is itsmevanessa.gmail.com. Please don't pay me anything until you send me a DM so I know who you are and that you're paying me. And if you send me a screenshot that you paid me and then I'll schedule you, that works out best for me. But don't just blindly pay me without sending me like notification of, hey, I'm paying, or hey, you know, whatever. I just don't want, I try to keep track of it the best that I can. But yes, my payment method is PayPal. I prefer you pay via friends and family. PayPal is really screwing me over right now. Hi, Vanessa. Wish you a happy New Year's Eve. Thank you so much. You teach what you do. How do you send a spirit to the light? Okay. Do I teach what I do? I don't really teach it because if someone has natural abilities, can I give you advice on either amplifying them or helping you with it? Yes. But you also have to keep in mind what works for me might not work for someone else. And then also, and I'm just going to be very blunt about this, you can't be taught to be a medium. You can't. Either you are or you're not. I can't, it's not like you can teach someone how to do a cartwheel. If you have the ability to see things, if you have the ability to talk to spirits, to see spirits. That's one thing. I can't teach you how to do that stuff. It's either you have it or you don't. But like I said, if you do have gifts like that, can I give you some advice or tips and tricks that I've learned along the way of how to deal and navigate this kind of stuff? Yes. But it's not something that can be taught. How do you send a spirit to the light? It's very complicated sometimes. I've been able to do it sometimes. Sometimes I haven't been able to do it. It really depends on them more than it depends on me. You are a medium and you see spirits, but you don't know what to do. Anna, if you want to book a reading with me and literally just pick my brain on what you can do and you need some guidance, then I'll be more than happy to provide that to you. If you want to send me a message, send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. It's me, Vanessa Duh. And if you want to book a reading with me, I will help you in any way I possibly can on how to control if you have gifts. Or since you're saying you have gifts, I can help you the best that I possibly can. Bye, Vanessa. Can't wait for a reading. I will contact you soon. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Beach Life. Wishing you health and happiness in the new year. Thank you so much. You too. All right, bye, Rose. Oh, I won't. I'll talk to you first to schedule. Okay, good. Yeah. Should people want to go? There's truth to it all. I'm new to this. Yeah, honestly, Anna, I really think that, like, to answer all your questions and stuff, we should probably do a reading together because I could help you a lot better. Random, but do you channel animals ever? Okay, I picked up on animals a lot around. Sometimes they could be animals that you've had. Sometimes they could be a spirit animal. Sometimes they could be a spirit guide. Sometimes you just have ancestral animals around you. So it could be a lot of different things. But do I pick up animals if they're there? Yes, I can. Okay, I'm waiting. Your nails are beautiful. Oh my God, no, my nails are a mess. They've grown out a lot, but thank you. These are my real nails. This one broke, so that broke my heart. This one is fake, but it's grown out. You can't really tell a little bit underneath there. It's grown out. So what I'm going to have to do, this isn't as short as it really looks. It's not too bad. The paint is just going across. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to cut all these bad boys down. And again, this one broke too the other day. So you can't really tell. But I'm going to cut all my nails down and just let them grow out again. But my nails grow pretty quickly. Yes, podcast. I know, I want to do a podcast. I do. I want to do a podcast. Hi, Vanessa. Happy New Year. I'm late, so I'll watch the beginning when it's over. Much love. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. I might like to do that. Okay, Sarah, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Do you believe in aliens? Yes, I do. Anna, you're very welcome, Anna. Just send me a DM, girl. I'll try to help you the best that I can. Just send me a DM. Not me thinking back to the rover story from Aunt's Stream. I do love how beautifully well weaved your shields are, though. I don't know what you're talking about, Raphael, but okay. When doing readings, do you see pictures of everyday objects and to translate that? It's like a tree means something. I have heard many mediums say the same sort of thing. Sometimes they can. I'm trying to think. So it's not really like, it can be everyday objects. It's however they choose to explain it. A lot of times it's left up to my interpretation. So if I'm literally just seeing, like the other day, I was doing a reading and this woman, I wasn't getting too much from her, but she just kept showing me pictures of roses and she wouldn't stop. And they were like these beautiful, like long red stemmed roses. And I literally, and I tried to think about it for a few minutes first. And then I just ended up telling the person I'm reading, I was like, I keep seeing red roses and she won't stop. She's very adamant on a rose. And then she started laughing. She goes, oh my God, that was her name, was Rose. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now we can move on. So that's going back to, like, sometimes if I'm not getting confirmation from something from the person that I'm reading, if I'm not getting confirmation from them, I can't move on from things sometimes. I'll get a little stuck. So that's where you guys come along and say, oh yeah, this is why this, because I don't know. I have to interpret what I'm seeing. So I don't know, why I'm getting what I'm getting. I'm just, and then I feel like silly sometimes saying, hey, does this make sense? And they're like, oh yeah, because blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Sorry if I missed this question already, but if we don't have social media, can we email you for reading instead of Twitter and Instagram? Yes, you can. My email is itsmevanessaduh@gmail.com. So it's the same name, it's me, Vanessa Duh, but at gmail.com. Okay, I have a friend who passed recently. I had a dream and saw her. I asked her about heaven, and she told me the people who were bad in life were held and over time were ascended to heaven. Thoughts? I should make a video about that. I do have thoughts about that. I know that there is a remedial for, and I'm going like this, so it's like layers, and I know there's like a remedial that you can go through. I can't tell you definitively who exactly it is for. I know there is a remedial for people that take their own lives. That I can tell you for sure. There is a remedial. But other than that, I agree with you. I think so as well. I've had feelings about that. I can't tell you definitively whether yes or no because I haven't been there. I don't know. But I do have thoughts and see things about it sometimes. Have you have any experience with aliens then? Thank you. I have never had an encounter with an alien. I believe in aliens because I feel like there's so much out there. Like we are, okay, think of it as like you guys see this whole entire screen. You see this little tiny dot, like right there? That's Earth. And we got all this universe. We can't be the only living life form. Like we just can't. Just like we're not the only living life form on Earth. How many millions of different living life forms do we have? How many millions of different types of ants and bees and snakes and alligators and fish and trees and leaves and grass? You know what I mean? Like there's billions of different types of life forms just on Earth. You think in this little tiny little spot, and this is the whole entire galaxy, the universe, and stuff like that, you think we're the only living thing? I don't think so. Carol says bye to everybody. So everybody say bye to Carol. Bye, Vanessa. Have a happy and safe New Year. Got to make it to the store before they close. Okay, bye, Carol. Drive safely. I hope you have a great New Year's too. So everyone go, bye, Carol. Oh my god, I just seen Ant's TikTok about ghosting. That made me fucking laugh so much. I can't fucking take him sometimes. He's so funny. Did the CIA post about documentation about aliens this year? I don't know. Don't believe the government though. I mean, come on. Don't believe the government. I wouldn't believe them at all. Hello, Happy New Year's. Thank you, Katarina. Happy New Year's to you too. Marilyn said, so interesting. Thank you. You are welcome. Christy said, exactly. We can't be the only planet that has living things living on them when the solar system is so huge. I mean, the galaxy and the universe goes way beyond the solar system. I think if we're here, like the solar system, I'm trying to angle my hand this way. This way. The solar system stops here. We still got all this to go. So, okay. That's how I feel about aliens too. We can't be the only life form in the universe. Yeah, I don't think that I think that would, I just don't think that we are because there's just too much. There's so much out there. There just can't be any way. Jemmy says to Sarah, she will check that out. Thank you. I love how I'm narrating people's conversations. The universe is a pretty big place. It's bigger than anything anyone has ever dreamed of before, so it's just us. Seems like an awful waste of space. Yeah, I think so too. I think this year woke a lot of people up about the government, which is sad. Yeah. Yeah, they're out there. I agree with you for sure. Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's just, for, like I said, for me, there's just so much out there that it's very naive to think that, us being a little speck on the whole entire universe, that we are the only life form. And that is really based on my theory of what I was saying is like, we have so much, uh, you know, um, there's so much different living thing. Like, okay, put it this way: how many different thousands of different types of trees do we have? How many different thousands of types of flowers do we have? How many different thousands of type of snakes are there? I mean, there has to be billions of different type of living life forms. Now, technically, a leaf is living, a plant is living, an animal is obviously living. How many different types of people do we have? Like, there's just so many billions and billions and billions of types of life forms just on our one little tiny little speck of the universe. I'm like shaking my laptop around. But I mean, we can't be the only living thing. We just can't. Woohoo! I caught you live. Thank you, Pamela. I'm glad you caught me. And we're so far behind them. I know. I think that they're probably like, they probably have like cars in the, like, they're like the Jetsons. They're like way ahead of us. They probably look at us like we're dumb. Probably they're probably like, those dummies, those losers down there think they got a Tesla and they're great. um, the universe scares you because there's so much that we don't know. It's crazy. I would agree. It can be kind of scary and intimidating. I'm sorry if you said this already, but how do we book a reading with you? Please do I contact? Yes. Okay. So again, don't apologize. Everyone's coming in at different times, asking different questions. I don't mind being repetitive about it. It's okay. Please don't apologize. Don't feel bad. You can contact me on Twitter or Instagram. My name is It's Me Vanessa Duh. You can send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. It's the same as YouTube here. It's Me Vanessa Duh. If you don't have those, you can send me a email, and my Gmail is it's me Vanessa Duh at gmail.com. I know I'm very creative with my names. I just try to keep it consistent, like everywhere. Growing up, I've heard different things. If you kill yourself, you go to hell. From church, if you kill yourself, you just come back again and live the same type of life before. Thoughts? Christy, I know that there's like a remedial that you go through if you do take your own life. I'm not saying that people that believe in the Bible are wrong. That is not my place to say or discredit anyone's beliefs at all, and I'm not going to do that. I just know what I know and what I've seen, and I know that there's a remedial. What are your thoughts about reincarnation? Like, have you tried to contact a spirit, but now they're back here again? Um, I do believe in reincarnation. I think reincarnation happens a lot with animals, a lot more than people. But once that soul moves on, can that soul again be reincarnated? Yes, but that doesn't mean that that person can't still be there. That's just my theory about it. Do you talk about one subject during a reading? For example, if I want to know about my sister still around, etc. Is that the only thing we can talk about? No, I mean, your reading, when I do readings for people, one of the first things I always ask them is what you want out of it and what you're expecting or what you're wanting to have answered. I try to answer, and this is kind of weird because I've ran across this question a lot. I don't know how other psychics and mediums work, if they only allow you to ask like a certain amount of things or like one thing. I'm not like that. I want you to have the best experience that you possibly can. I want to answer everything for you that I possibly can. You are allowed to ask me whatever you want in the time frame that is allotted. If it's something that I can't answer for you or I'm not getting anything, I'll tell you that I'm not. If it's something that is inappropriate, I won't answer it, but there's really not much that I won't answer. But yeah, you're more than welcome to ask anything that you would like. Absolutely. I'm, honestly, the way I look for it at the end of the day, you're paying me for a service and I want you to be happy. I want you to get everything from it that you put your money in for, and I want to make you happy. I want to give everything to you that I possibly can. So, um, I don't know. Yeah, you're saying I'm skipping on the bottom. They usually say one thing. I've never gotten readings from people other than like Aunt, and him and I are friends, so I can ask him whatever the fuck I want. But I've never. I've heard a lot of people are asking me that. So tell me if you guys have had experiences with other psychics or mediums or whatever. Are you got do they limit you with what you can ask? Because literally, I've had, I would say, at least a third of the people I've done readings with, they're like, "How many things can I ask?" All kind of stuff. Listen, I'm cool as fuck. Ask me anything you possibly can. I want to answer everything for you. Like, you're paying for that. Like, that just pisses me off. Personally, that pisses me off. I think it's stupid. It's like, I'm not gonna. I have seen uh, in the past where like a woman was going to a psychic and she was telling me that like she had to pay her for every question, and if it was something like that she deemed to be like really deep, she had to give her extra money. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, no, absolutely not. No, that's just that's oh, that's beyond taking advantage. If she did truly have a gift, which I can't say if this person did or not, that's truly just being greedy and taking advantage. And that's I'm not about that life. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not doing that. Um, sorry, that was my tangent about that. I've always had bad dreams growing up, occasionally paranormal, but the last few years I dream and see things more and more. Any thoughts on that, please? It is possible that you could have some sort of gift or ability if you want to talk about it more, or you want more answers or clarifications on what you were seeing, and I could probably help you with that. You can send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, and we could do a reading together, and I could really help you sort through that. Being nosy, how old are you? I am 32. I know. Don't let this young, beautiful face fool you. Okay. Uh, Sarah, thank you. I'll send you a DM. Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to send me DMs. The former head of the Israeli Space Association says the America signed a treaty with aliens. Okay. Okay. I've never heard that, but I mean, I can't say if they have or have not. Hold on, I gotta move my leg again. Oh, my butt. I just kicked my power cord. That's okay. We're good. We're good. We're still good. It's okay. We're still plugged in. It's nice to hear about some sort of remedial that might help a soul deal with their past life. Yeah, I honestly, the best way to explain it is it kind of feels like emotional rehab. Well, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what to call it, but I know that okay, I don't know what to call it, but you know how you can go to rehab for like when you have emotional issues or stuff like that going on, or uh, like mental things going on. I think it's kind of like along those lines. Don't come for me. I'm just trying to explain it the best way I can. I don't know what to call it. Do you believe in fate or more free will? Both. I believe in fate, but I also believe that free will kind of trumps fate a little bit, because something can be fated to happen, but if someone comes in with their free will and fucks that up, that's the final say. Yeah, it's usually one question per reading. It's rude. I think one question is never. Really? Damn, I'm sorry, guys. Damn, that's fucked up. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think that's stupid. You you can't get a lot out of one question. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not like that. I'm not a one question person. You can ask me whatever we can get through in the allotted time that you purchase is what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna fuck you up and just say, "Oh, one question." That's stupid. To me, that's like taking advantage, and that's dumb. I think, like, for me, you're paying for a certain amount of time, and whatever we can get through in that time, we can get through. I try to be fair, and I try to give two different sets of, would you like 30 minutes or would you like 45 minutes? Because a lot of time, I'll be perfectly honest with you, most times when I do readings for people, I do 30 minutes, I end up going a little bit over. And I don't try to say, hey, we went over by 10 minutes, you owe me. I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. I'm not like that. Let's see. I've had 3 readings, and all of them told me they have contacted my mom, but only one of them allowed me to ask direct questions. I was only allowed to ask her I cannot talk today. 3 questions. I'm sorry, Pamela. I'm sorry that you experienced that. That's ridiculous. It's not what I would do. Absolutely not. If you want a real reading where you can ask whatever you can in the time frame that you purchase, then send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. It's me, Vanessa Duh. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not like that. We can all have a party with the aliens. I bet you they got some good alcohol. I'm not really a big drinker, but they probably got some good stuff. Hello, Sin Lu Hu. Oh, I remember your name. Happy New Year to you too. I know people who took their life, and hearing something like that makes me feel better. Well, I'm glad it makes you feel better. I also know people who've taken their life, and I don't think all hope is lost when that happens. Finding your keys. No, I did not mean find your keys. I've had dreams since I've been 5. I had a lot of stuff like that happen to me when I was very young. And my son does too. That does sound very strange, but I guess it's always possible the aliens and Earth population. I mean, it is kind of crazy. Things were always bad things that were going to happen. Yeah, I was like that my whole entire life as well, Pamela. I understand. Tiffany says, I think the way you are doing reading sounds perfect and absolutely how all mediums should be. Thank you. Also, just to clarify, it's U.S. pricing, right? Haha, I'm in Canada. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, honestly, like I try to be as fair as possible. I'm not trying to take advantage. I'm not trying to do anything like that at all. It's surprising for me to hear that was happening, because I mean, I've never purchased a reading, so I don't know. But I've had a lot of people ask me that, so I was taken back really when I heard that. Also, just to clarify, the pricing. I think when you pay through PayPal, okay, so like this is just how I'm basing it. If I were to purchase something on eBay, right, and it was in euros, I would pay the American equivalent to get to whatever that euro was. So I'm assuming that when you pay in Canadian money, it converts it to American dollars. If you're not sure, you can always just find a converter on YouTube, or not YouTube. Oh my gosh, Google. But yes, you are paying me American, which I think was a lot cheaper than Canadian, right? I think, or a little bit cheaper, which is good for you. But please, 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 before you pay me anything, send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram, or an email. It's me Vanessa.gmail, or it's me Vanessa on Instagram or Twitter. Don't just blindly pay me, because I've had a couple people just send me money, and I didn't know where it was coming from. So, let me know who you are first. Oh no, I lost it again. I've had 2 tarot readings with no limit on questions, but both were different. One scary and one healing. They use different belief systems. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, everyone does things differently. I was just, like I said, I was kind of taken back. I think with cards, I think it's normal to have them pull a certain amount of cards. Oh, excuse me. But as far as like when you're doing mediumship, it's really hard. Like, okay, so someone just asked me one question of, is my mom here and does she have any messages for me? I can say whether she is or is not, or does not have messages for you. That only takes me probably like a few minutes sometimes. There's a whole bunch more I could tell you. So I'm not going to limit your questions. I think that's just ridiculous. That makes me sad. I want to give the best reading and a best experience that I possibly can to everyone that I'm doing a reading for. One, because first and foremost, you are paying for a service. So I want to give you the absolute best. Two, it really will. I'm thinking of the best way I could say this. It's my reputation, So if I'm doing a shit job, I'm complete shit when it comes to that kind of stuff, which I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want to have a horrible reputation for the gifts that I have. And three, I just think I'm not going to take advantage. I think that's taking advantage doing stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not that type of person. And also, I just don't think it's right. I can't speak for other people, but to me, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Lauren, Happy New Year's to you too. Cassandra, I'm very excited as well. Lauren, this is a very good question. Can psychic abilities be amplified when talking to other psychics? Yes, absolutely. From what I have found out, yes, they can. When I talk to Aunt, I feel like Aunt always amplifies me. So I think so. Do you suggest your clients write out several pages of notes and questions beforehand? Does that make sense? If you want to have prepared questions, I wouldn't have several pages because that would take so long to get through. I would say if you could at least try to have maybe like 3 or 4 questions that you know that you want answers on, that's helpful. If you don't, that's also okay. We can just kind of discuss on what I'm picking up. But it's really up to you. It's what you want out of the reading. It's for you, not for me. But it does help if you have some questions prepared. If you want to take notes during, that's perfectly fine with me. I don't mind at all. Let's see. Oh, no, I passed your question. Hold on. Hi, can I please order a number 5 for the large Dr. Pepper? You retard. You're dumb. Well, this is Dairy Queen. I don't know Dairy Queen's menu at all. Is that Dustin or Nick? Who knows? Thank you for answering questions. You're welcome. I would like a reading to see if my dad comes through. What's the procedure? Just send me a DM on either, oh my gosh, I keep saying it, I'm forgetting, Twitter or Instagram, and we'll get it all taken care of. If you don't have Twitter and Instagram, you can send me an email. It's me, Vanessa@gmail. But my name on Twitter and Instagram is all the same. Let's see. I lost you guys again. I'm trying to, like, if I scroll my mouse, I lose you. Okay, here we go. Can you do readings on yourself, or are you blocked? It's hard for me to pick stuff up for myself sometimes. I can feel shifts and things change. Like I'll get a feeling like I know something's up or something's about to hit the shit's about to hit the fan, but like I'm a little bit more blocked for me to see. But it's like I kind of get a feeling like my stomach just goes, something's about to happen. And a lot of times when I get that, it's like I get a feeling like I kind of know what it's pertaining to, for the most part. Hold on, my phone is like going off and stuff. Please hold. Okay, sorry about that. I had bought something on Canadian website and it converted to American. It was cheaper. Yeah, I mean, probably. I think so. I think it is a little bit cheaper, but not significantly, but a little bit. Can I please say my price again? I miss it. Yes. 35 minutes is $50, and for 45 minutes it's $75. If you want a reading from me, you can message me on Twitter or Instagram. It's me, Vanessa Dove. If you do not have those, you can send me an email. It's me, Vanessa Duh at gmail.com. Please let me know you want a reading, and we'll talk from there. So again, for 30 minutes, it's $50. For 45 minutes, it's $75. Awesome. Thank you for answering. Haha, 63.65 Canadian for anyone wondering the conversion. Yes, it is $50 for a 30-minute reading, $75 for a 45-minute reading. I sent you a DM as well. Can't wait. I have so many questions. Perfect. If you guys are sending me DMs, please be a little bit patient with me. I have so many people DMing me. I've really been trying my best to answer everybody and to get everyone scheduled and stuff like that. So if I don't answer you like right then, don't freak out. If you send me a screenshot that you made payment and I don't answer you back that night, please don't freak out. I will get to you, I promise. If for some reason I don't get back to you in like a couple days, message me again and say, hey, like send me like a little wave, because sometimes I'll get things and I'll be answering them and something else will pop up, and if I accidentally click it, I'll go back to what I was doing and I'll forget. So I promise you I'm not avoiding you in any way, shape, or form. Just remind me and be like, hey, I'm here. So please just bear with me, be patient with me. I promise you I'm not avoiding you by any means. There's a lot of times people message me and they're not even interested for a reading and they just want to tell me something, and I always message them back. I haven't ignored anybody. I'm not like that at all. How far out are your appointments? Right now, my appointments, I can tell you. I will look in my handy dandy book. Right now, my appointments are booked about a week out. A week to a week and a half. Hold on, let me answer this. I have to make sure that my son is fine. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of going over my plans tonight and it involves my son. So one little break. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's see. Conversion rate. My appointments are about a week and a half out. I really appreciate you answering our questions, Vanessa. Of course, John, of course. I was told by Ann and another Twitch tarot reader that I have abilities. The other tarot reader picked up possibly a medium. How do I open that? Okay, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Like, what works for me might not work for you. The best way I could possibly help you is if you want to book a reading with me and book time with me, and I can pretty much tell you a lot of the ways I do things, what helps me. I could give you advice. There's so much that I can't go over it right now with you. It would take me like a half an hour to go over everything with you. But if you want to book a reading with me, I guess, time with me, book a reading with me. It's up to you. And if you want to write out what happens to you so I get an idea and what you're wanting to, do you want to learn how to control it? Do you want to learn how to block it away? Do you want to learn how to do this and that or the other? Write that stuff out. And I can help you better that way because there's just so much. But I can help you if you want help with that. Just send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram. It's me, Vanessa Duh, and book something with me, and I'll help you the best that I can. But there's so much to go over with you. It would take me forever to do it right now. I've had dreams and premonitions all my life. I try to stop them because it's usually when bad happens. It causes me so much fear and distress. Yeah, it can. It can. I mean, you can't control it. um, I mean, I have dreams about shit I don't want to have dreams about all the time, and I can't control it either. I want to know how to. LOL. I want to know how to block stuff. I loved your cloak of invisibility reference. I might try picturing that and see if it helps. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's silly, but that's kind of like what I picture. It sounds silly, like saying it out loud. Like it's like if I want to close myself off, which I don't do often, but I literally picture Harry Potter's cloak of invisibility just like around me. So like I'm penetrable. I don't know the word, but you know. Your PayPal is under It's Me Vanessa Duh. My PayPal is It's Me Vanessa Duh at gmail.com. And like I've said before, I would prefer if you make payments to me, if you could do it via friends and family. It is a new account. So I've had people pay me by goods and services. And every time I do a goods and service, they want a tracking number. I can't provide a tracking number. So I've been trying my best to argue with PayPal, and I can't. I literally have like no leg to stand on. So it's been a little bit difficult to say. What in the world? People leave me alone all day long. And then as soon as I go live, they're like, hey, hey, hey. I just have to make sure that, like, my son's with his dad, so I always want to be able to answer my phone. Howdy, Donna here. Hello, Donna. May I just say thank you for answering questions, telling personal stories, teaching outside from readings. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm really an open book. You can really ask me anything for the most part, and I'll answer it for you as long as it's not like too crazy or too personal. So the category is friends and family. I think so. I think when you send, what you're doing is you're sending money instead of purchasing. Because if you send money via friends and family, it goes straight to me. If you do it as you're purchasing something, they'll hold it for like up to 60 days, which really freaking sucks. And then I can't provide a tracking on it. And they want me to add a tracking number because they think it's a physical good. And they think it's something that I'm shipping off to you, which I'm not. But I'm filling my end of the bargain. I'm giving the reading. I'm giving the service, but they don't want to pay me for it because I can't provide a tracking number. And I've tried to explain to them so many times that it's a virtual service, and they're just like, we need a tracking number. And I'm like, can't give you a tracking number. How about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, fuck you. Give me my money. Okay, I will do that. They also mentioned I'm being followed by a male spirit. I want to be able to contact him and see how I can help him. I'll message you for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I can help you with that kind of stuff for sure. Yeah, I think you are. Okay. Yes, I sent $50 through PayPal to a friend that was in need. It should work the same way. Yeah, it's the same way. It's just, I hate to even ask you guys to do it that way, but since it's a newer, I've had PayPal for years. I've had PayPal for over 10 years, but I had an account that I shared with my ex-husband, and I don't have that account with my ex-husband anymore. So I had to change, and since I changed and I made my own, they have it as a new account, so I'm skeptical, Hello, Jennifer. Well, guys, I am going to get off here. I've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. So I did enjoy talking with everyone. If you want to have a reading, send me a DM. It's me, Vanessa Duh, on Twitter and Instagram. If you don't have those, you can always email me. It's me, Vanessa Duh, at gmail.com. I'm here for everybody. If you guys have any friends or family that want to have a reading, or if you guys feel comfortable sharing my content or sharing the fact that I do readings on your social medias, I'm more than welcome and happy and thrilled that you guys are helping me, because listen, I'm cool. I'm just a single mom that's trying to get myself out there. So I really appreciate all the help from everybody. I do want to do a giveaway soon of doing a free reading or a few free readings. I'm just not sure how I want to do it. So, anything like that would, I want to do something like that too, to, help you guys, since you guys are helping me and sharing my stuff. So, that will be coming soon. So I hope everyone has a happy, safe New Year. Please, if you're drinking, drink responsibly. It literally costs $12 for an Uber. Don't hurt yourself or someone else. I love you all. Be safe. Happy New Year. Probably see you tomorrow. Bye.